Hey guys, Lloyd here. I'm back today to show you this new studio slash office space. But before we go with the tour, let me just give you a quick recap as to what happened from my last desk setup leading up to this point. As some of you may know, my home office was the den at my apartment. It wasn't that big, but I made it work since 2021. I already knew that at one point I have to vacate that den to give way for my son once he's ready to have his own room, and that happened last March. After fully converting my office to my son's bedroom, I had to move my stuff over to the extra space that I had in my living room. It somehow worked out at first, but whenever I needed to record a video, I never had full control of the audio for the lighting. That's where the problem starts. Fast forward to late June, my wife and I decided that I should have my own dedicated space where I could have all my stuff and focus on creating content without any distractions. So the hunt begins, and we ended up in this space, this co-working space slash building slash whatever you want to call it. And it is 20 to 30-minute drive from my house. At first, I was still on the fence if I was going to take the place or not, but the person I was dealing with told me that there was a special discount, and at that time the price was just too good to pass up. So July 15th, we locked it, signed the contract, got the keys, and the first thing I knew that I had to change was the paint on the walls. I didn't want it all white, so I used the same paint which I had in my old office, which is this fog black color by Sherwin-Williams. So now we're off to painting the walls and bringing my stuff over, like the desk, camera gear, and whatnots. So I'm just gonna leave you guys with this b-roll, and then I'll be back to continue the rest of the tour. Hey guys, Lloyd here. So just a quick update. We're here at the new office slash studio that I just leased. And for the last couple of days, I've been moving my stuff from the house to this office. And as you can see, there's just way too much stuff going on here right now. I'm looking to get everything done and finished before the day ends. Today's Sunday. I still have like maybe 4 or 5 hours left to kind of like get this mess sorted out, and let's get to work. And just a quick interruption, during the process of filming this video, I just got a new monitor arm from UltraArm. They sent me this heavy-duty arm that is actually made for 49-inch ultra-wide monitors. So let's quickly unbox this, and then I'll go over the details once we're on the desk setup portion of the tour. Now that the office is mostly complete, we can finally start the tour, and I say let's start from what you see when you first enter and then going around the room. Once you get in, you'll immediately see a lounge chair in the corner and a nice round side table. I usually sit here when I try to take a break and just want to browse stuff on my phone. Over on the side table, I just have a couple books and this diffuser that I got from Muji. Also in this corner, I have one of my lights mounted on a Manfrotto auto pole. The light itself is just the same Godox SL60W that I've been using before with the Light Dome Mini 2 softbox from Aperture. Right next to the chair is just this mini fridge. I felt like I needed one here since I don't really have quick access to the usual kitchen stuff that I have at home. Moving on, we have my sort of gear corner. I have this pegboard mounted and it holds some of my most used stuff for everything, from taking photos to filming videos. Below the board is my second desk where most unboxing and overhead shots take place. For those shots, I use this overhead rig from Newer. I just have a ball head with a quick release plate so I can easily mount my camera. I also have this monitor that's ready to be plugged in via HDMI if I want to. As for the desk, aside from using it for my overhead shots, most stuff that I need to create content for usually goes on here too. The top itself is from IKEA and I have it on a sit stand frame from Motion Grade. To top it off, I have it on casters so I can easily move it around, as this will also be the desk that I'll use mostly when filming YouTube videos. I also mounted the power strip under the desk just so I can easily plug in devices whenever I need to. Right under the desk, we have two of my Alex drawers from IKEA, also on casters so I can easily move it. They just hold a bunch of stuff that I don't need quick access to. Over to the far end of the wall, I have this Fjallbo TV bench from IKEA that I'm using as storage, mostly for smaller bags and tech pouches. On top of it, I have this Hexcal Studio desk shelf that I'm actually using as an over-the-top power strip. For people that don't know, this desk shelf has built-in power outlets at the back. I currently have this 140-watt charger plugged in. I use this mainly for anything that needs a fast charge, and I also have this charger from Nomad just in case I need to charge my phone over on this side. This Dyson fan is also plugged into the back, and lastly, the light I have up here is also plugged in. Speaking of the light, this is the Amaran 60D with an Aperture lantern softbox. The light itself is mounted on another Manfrotto autopole. This autopole is mounted horizontally across the room and holds another light at the other end. That light is an Amaran P60X. I also have this walnut acoustic slats mounted for aesthetic purposes as well as for dampening the sound in the room. Over to the right, I have this display shelf that just holds some random stuff. This is the same shelf that I had on my previous desk setup tour. You've seen the b-roll of what the displays are, but they've added a couple since then, like this Braun baby sneakers that I got from my son a decade ago. We also have this deconstructed iPhone 4 from Grovemade Studio, another diffuser to keep the studio smelling fresh, and at the bottom, just some organization boxes with a bunch of miscellaneous stuff. Then we have the desk setup. Some minor changes from my last setup, starting with the desk itself. I now have the YouTube special, the Carl B desk from IKEA. Personally, I like how wide the desk is at 74 inches, considering my old one was only 63 inches. However, I think I prefer a deeper desk. This one is only around 25 inches deep, whereas my old one was 31 inches. Still remains to be seen if I'm going to change this, but for now, it does a job. I have it on the same sit stand frame from Motion Gray. I've been using Motion Gray stuff since 2020, and I never had a single issue at all. I highly recommend their stuff. Also, I have this desk on casters, and I swear, if I can have casters on everything, I probably would have. On top of the desk, I have the human-centric desk shelf. I'm still debating if I should go desk shelves on or not, but for now, we're gonna keep it. For the peripherals, I normally switch things around depending on how I feel. We have the Logitech MX Master 3S mouse, no better mouse than this. Pair it with a Carpio from Delta Hub, you get ergonomic perfection. Then we have the Apple trackpad and the Magic Keyboard, which have been a joy to use. You just can't beat Mac ecosystem in my opinion. All this sit on top of a leather desk mat from Hexcal. Then we have the MacBook. I'm still using the same M1 Pro 14-inch MacBook Pro. Haven't found any reason to upgrade yet, so that's good. I also normally have my PS5 here, but I took it home. But when I have it, I would normally use it when I have downtime or when I just want to relax and clear my head. For the monitors, I have the OLED LG C2 as my main and the LG Dual-Up as the perfect second monitor. The 43-inch OLED display is so nice when editing photos and videos, even just watching films. I also use the same monitor when gaming on the PS5. And as shown earlier, I just changed the monitor arm to the Ultram heavy-duty arm. This was sent to me, but this video is not sponsored by them. Whatever I say is from my own opinion. But first things first, just look at the difference of the base from the old to the new one. The new one is the one on the right, and that's about half the size of the old one. The arm itself is fully adjustable too. And I think you can also rotate your monitor vertically if you want to. The built-in cable management is a nice touch. You also get the usual adjustments to adjust the tension of the arm, so you can position it however you want. On top of the monitor, I have the BenQ screen bar halo, nice monitor lamp. Also been using it for the last couple of years. Next is the LG Dual-Up monitor. Having it next to the C2 makes it look like the perfect match. I use this mainly as a reference monitor for emails or for still having access to my computer while gaming on the main monitor. All of these are connected to my CalDigit TS4 dock. I said it before, and I'll say it again, this is a must-have dock for any desk setup. It has all the ports someone might need, except an HDMI port, which I hope the next version would have. For charging my phone, I just use this charger from Nomad. I like that it is standing upright so I can see important notifications while charging my device. Under the desk, we have average cable management. Not perfect, but not too bad either. As long as I don't see the cables, I'm cool with it. For the chair, I've been using the Steelcase Sleep V2. This was surprisingly comfortable, and I would recommend this to anyone looking for a comfy ergonomic chair. I can honestly sit here for days, but since I have a sit-stand desk whenever I work standing up, my companion is this sort of balance board from Grovemade. Unlike your usual balance boards, this one promotes movement not just for your legs, but for your entire body too. The more you actually use it, the more you'll enjoy using it too. Does that make sense? I think that concludes the tour. Thank you if you managed to stay up to this point. I'm quite excited for this journey and what lies ahead. I know I can't relax and be complacent. As for the office, still some changes to be made. I kind of want desktop speakers over here, couple wall shelves, and let's be honest, changes will happen for sure. I'll try to link everything I mentioned, and in case I miss anything, let me know in the comments. These links are affiliate links where I get a small kickback in case you use those links to purchase at no additional cost to you. That's one way of helping me and the channel. Other than that, if you got any questions, let me know in the comments. Again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.